Hello, it's Bethany, and today I'm going to be talking about how this is my 10-year anniversary of playing Duolingo literally every single day. So, I usually play it on my phone, like the app, but I do have, I guess I can show you literally my Duolingo streak today is this many. I believe June 2nd is when my 10-year anniversary was, but I play Spanish on there, and after doing Duolingo for 10 years, was it worth it? Um, so 10 years ago was 2015, and that's the year I finished high school and I was going to be a Spanish major in college. So I decided, okay, I'm going to start playing Duolingo because at the time that was what like you learned a language. I did all 4 years of in high school Spanish. I did the AP Spanish and everything. So that was a reason to start playing Duolingo every day to keep up my Spanish skills. And I mean, the Spanish that I knew in high school did not prepare me for Spanish at all. High school Spanish, while it's great to take the Spanish and everything, it did make me want to major in it in college. So that's one of the cool things about Spanish from high school and everything. But did it make me fluent? No. Um, and so then I started Duolingo in June of 2015, and I've been playing it every single day for 10 years. And when I mean every single day, I mean every single day. There's no streak freezes, not much. If I believe correctly, one time it like reloaded, and I had to pay like, at that time, it was probably like year three of playing, and I had to pay like 99 cents or something to get my streak back. But honestly, I don't remember too much, but I remember playing it, but then I'm like, did I accidentally miss a day? But I don't know because sometimes apps just like freeze up on you and you can't do the streak anymore. And I even made sure with all, like, I've taken within that time two Europe trips within that time frame within the last 10 years. And like, still, I played it every single day. I made sure with the time zone changes and everything that I played Duolingo. I play Duolingo. I also play Drops. I play, um, I believe they just changed the name of it. Oh wait, Mondly. I play that one, and I play um Lingo Clip, which used to be like a lyric game, but I like that one honestly the best because it's like filling in the game, filling in the lyrics to songs. And then I also Mondly's okay. I just played the everyday like practice one, which I play in French and Italian, and then I play drops in French, which one time from a language learning conference, I won like a lifetime free plan to drops, so I have that one. And that's changed a lot throughout the years, but with the Duolingo, I've never paid for the Plus or Super Duolingo or whatever they call it now, but sometimes I do get the 3-day free trial one, not like the 2-week one. We have to like put your credit card in, just like they give you the free one, and that's a lot of fun because then you have like unlimited hearts and stuff. And they also have chess on there now, which I like playing chess on there, to like practice different strategies. I'm a chess coach at my school, so I like um having that as an option, which honestly I like the chess a little bit better on there than learning Spanish on Duolingo, which is funny. But I've also done other different languages on Duolingo. Um, so that's been fun. Um, Here's the thing, I can't tell you whether or not Duolingo has made me like fluent in Spanish or not, because the thing is, I was a Spanish major and I finished in 3 years, so I literally took a deep dive into Spanish. But here's the thing, my Spanish major is why I did it. It wasn't to be fluent in Spanish. I just love the grammar of Spanish and conjugating verbs. Conjugating verbs is like my favorite thing. Can I communicate in Spanish? Yes. I still get a teensy bit like nervous to communicate in Spanish, or when someone says, "Oh, you know how to speak Spanish," they want to have a conversation with me, but it's like, what do we talk about anyways? Like the people that want to practice Spanish with me, I have like nothing to say with them. And I'm tired of having the same like oh, here are my hobbies. Here are this, here are that. Like this is what I do type of thing. Like your hair color is and everything, which was like basic conversations. And it it just takes a lot out of you to have the same conversation over and over and over. So I can have those um conversations and stuff. I can use Spanish and talk a different things, so that's really good. I will say that I've learned some different vocabulary I might have never learned about on Duolingo because the thing about language learning is you have to like make scripts of yourself and like what you want to say so then you remember that and you only need like the vocabulary you need. Like when, I don't know all the vocabulary in English and that's my native language. So like you're never going to learn all the vocabulary or all the verbs or how to do this, but I love like the grammar structure of everything. And that's also why I started my business is to help other people with Spanish. I tutor Spanish, because that's kind of what you need to get like through school is to like just know how to conjugate and the different grammar of it all. And it doesn't necessarily teach you um how to necessarily communicate. I can. My favorite thing is the subjunctive, like espero que comas queso, where you take comer and change it from an ER verb and add the opposite ending. Like that's one of the coolest things, or indirect before direct, and then you form the verb. And there's no like say lo la. If you know Spanish, you know, or no, there is no lay low la, like lay low or whatever it changes to say and different things. So those are some of my favorite grammar things that I like. Um, and like, did I finish the Duolingo tree of Spanish? I never have. I basically just play the stories on there because it's fun. Now they have um ones where you listen to the conversations and those are a lot of fun. I like the listening ones and the conversation ones. Duolingo itself has definitely not made me fluent. Um, and it depends on what your fluency is. Like, I am fluent in Spanish grammar. I am fluent in my conversations I have and things I can talk about, but I wouldn't say I'm fluent in like how to change a car oil or, other things that I just don't know. I literally only know the vocabulary that I need to know. And that's where I think Duolingo lacks. It's like you can't pick your specific vocabulary you need to. But I will say with like, drops and things where I learned French and Italian. I know a lot of random Italian, but I don't know much of the grammar or like I mean, conjugating verbs within the Romance languages is basically all the same, right? Mostly the structure. You need to know the endings of the verbs, but, um, and even that's not true sometimes. So I know Spanish the best. I could not talk to you in Italian, but in French, I could basically do it. But what's interesting about the French is with the drops, like I was just reading a book that's in English, but it had some French in it the other day, and I understood what it meant. And I was trying to figure, like, it was just, I don't even know if I'm saying this right, like, je suis prête. And I don't know if prête is the correct pronunciation, but I know it's je suis. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that means I'm ready. But I'm like, where did I get it from? Because like estoy listo or lista in Spanish is not where I got that from. But where did I get prêt or is ready in Spanish? But I mean, ready in French. And I was just trying to think linguistically where I got it. But I was like, it was right. So that was interesting because it said at the bottom of the page, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not even gonna look that up. I know what that means, even though, you know, so I don't know. But that was a fun little tidbit of little things that you pick up on. Even when I do the drops in the French, I like notice a lot of things that are the same. So the language learning apps are not really they're kind of but I do play them every day. I have a large streak on a lot of them, but Duolingo, 10 years of Duolingo besides that, like one day I maybe had to pay 99 cents. I remember doing it, but honestly I think it was the app's fault because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I play every single day, you know. And I think I just like the streak of it, keeping up the streak, and that just might be the good morning little story I play every day, but it's like you get to know these things. Although I haven't played the tree, I haven't never finished it because I like don't want to be done with it, you know? Maybe one day I will, but that's just my opinions. and being a Spanish major and just loving Spanish now. Um, Spanish is not like I don't do a full-time job with Spanish, but I do my business where I've kind of done more of what I actually do, which I'm a Montessori teacher for lower elementary, so grades one, two, and three. And I like to talk with them in Spanish because it's fun. It was fun. We had Italian for a little while, like a teacher came in, so I went away from the Spanish for my students a little bit because I didn't want to confuse them. But there's a bunch of different things um to do, but so that was kind of a fun different experience. So I do like the Spanish. I'm trying to get into it a lot more even because my current routine for learning languages is just the apps and but yeah, this is my 10-year thing, and was it worth it? I think so. Because I like learning languages. If you're trying to learn languages to actually learn languages, then um, you know, to actually get deep into it, you have to spend more time than just the apps, I would say. But it is fun, and like I can understand Spanish a lot, and I think that also helps because you're listening on there. So, yes, 10 years on Duolingo. Mi aniversario. Hace 10 años. 10 years ago, so it's just a lot of fun. Well, thank you for listening. Bye.